Hello YouTube, Chrome Freak here. We're back for part 2 of putting the Raven back together. Raven 25, MP-25 to be exact. I went and got my little booklet because I didn't want to call the parts the wrong names, and I was. What I was calling the trigger bar is actually the disconnector. They consider this the disconnector. This piece is the seer that does ride down in the frame right here. It's the seer. Surprises me, and this is just a cam, called a cam. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we'll put the slide back together first. To do that, we're going to go ahead and put the extractor back on. These parts are very small, and I'm hoping you're seeing this a little bit better. I forgot to turn a light on last time, so I'm hoping you're seeing this a little bit better for this one. The spring's just going to simply fit right back into the hole right there. And what you're going to do is the extractor, obviously the claw points toward your ejection port, and you're just going to put it in there and push down. Make sure your hole's lined up. I can see it, it is. And we're going to take the little pin, and it's going to be hard because it's so small. It's kind of hard to get in. Here's one, you know what, I'm going to let it go for a minute. And here's where these little needle nose come in really nice. It's for something like this. And I'm going to have a problem with it. Okay guys, just bear with me here because it's so small to work with. There it is, I got it going. Just try to push it in with the back of the... There it is, it went right in. Okay, it went right in pretty nice and easy actually. Make sure it's out both sides about the same amount. And it is. Okay, I got them nice and even. The extractor is now back in. Excuse me. And we don't really need to do it, but I'll go ahead and I'm going to slide the firing pin all the way in. Just let it fall and slide all the way in. For right now, we're going to set that off to the side. We're going to bring the frame back in. Okay, the first piece I'm going to put back in is going to be the trigger and the disconnector. I thought it was the trigger bar. You just got to be careful with that little spring and make sure everything goes in right. Now you're going to look down. There's a little hole right there where the pin goes in. You can kind of eyeball it and see where it's got to go. I'm going to need a little bit of help with the light here. And you play with it just a little bit. Might have to push up. Okay, looks pretty good right there. And now I'm going to put the pin in. And it might take you a couple times of playing with this to get it in. Because it's just so tight and everything is so small. Try to turn it this way maybe where you guys could see a little bit better. Maybe I can too actually. I just can't see. I'm having a heck of a time to see. Just get it lined up and pushed in. There it is. And I'm hoping it's in. It is. Okay, as you can see, it's kind of rocks in there is what it does. This would be down here. But it's not like a 1911 trigger where the whole trigger comes in. It's just the bottom. And it kind of rocks on that. Let me push that in just a little bit more. Like that. Yeah, it's about the same. Actually, let me go back in this way a little bit. I'm a stickler with everything being in there pretty even. Okay, let's flip the gun around. I'm going to try to put it where you guys can see it better than I can. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put the safety on first. And what you want to do is this little flat part right there. The second hole, that bottom hole right there, fits over this little BB type bearing sitting in there. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that plate on first. And just get that out of the way. Pop it in. Tighten her down. And you want to get these pretty snug because that holds the stuff together like I'm saying. Okay, it's working. Okay, the next piece that's going to go in is I'm going to go ahead and put the Seer Spring in. It just drops down in there like that. And then the Seer itself. Now the Seer is kind of like a ramp shape. you want the front of that, this, you know, the ramp going this way, pointing toward the back, and the short end toward the front, toward the muzzle of the firearm. You want to make sure that the spring goes into the housing there, into the sear housing itself. So it's going up and down like that. Now right here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the cam back on. Now that hole right here is going to fit on that little bar on the sear, and this hole right here is going to fit on this pin. And I'm hoping you could see this. Just kind of push it down. You got to push the sear down to get it to lock, and there it is right there. Now right here is a little tricky. Actually, I shouldn't have done it. Let me take that back off. What you want to do is you want to make sure that that hand, you got to kind of do it with your thumb. Hold the disconnector or trigger bar down, hold the sear down. At the same time, put the cam in. Now you want your disconnector, I want to call that a trigger bar so bad. It's got to be up underneath that. If you could see that right there. Kind of keep your index finger over that, because if this pops out, the spring's going to shoot out. The sear's going to shoot across the room. But that's got to move freely, just like that, underneath. If this is on top or on that side of this cam, you're going to have problems. And I know there's a lot of guys, I've taken a few of these guns apart, and this piece has been up and on the other side, just like that kind of. And that's because your grip is loose, and it's worked its way out is what's happened. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to tighten this grip down, put the grip in, everything looks good right there. And like I said, you really kind of want to tighten this down. I'm not real concerned about the screw on this thing. It's so old and rusted, like I said. But there it is, okay? Now it's locked in place and it ain't going nowhere. It can't come out. So your cam, which I wanted to go part of the trigger bar's in place, sear's in, safety's in. Okay, at this point here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the recoil spring back into the frame. And in the slide itself, oh, you know what I haven't done? Real quick, man, I'm jumping ahead of myself real fast. Let's go ahead, and I forgot I took the European style mag release out. We're going to go ahead and put that in. And you know what? I really screwed up, guys, because I shouldn't even have put the dang, I usually don't take that out. And the only reason I took it out was because we're doing a detailed strip here. So here's something I got to do all over again. And you know what? I'm going to take this off. Otherwise, it's going to shoot out on me. So let's just take that out so I don't have any issues. Okay, this is called a European style mag release, and we're going to go ahead and get that in first. And just go slide it in, and you can see in there and just kind of line up the holes about right. Oh, I just let it go. Boy, I'm having problems. When it comes to these small pistols, and especially if the camera's on, my goofy big fingers, man, I just have all kind of issues, and I know you're probably not seeing this real well right now. And there it is. I can see the hole. Let me just get the pen, get it ready to go in, and it should go right in if I can get, there it is, and it's in. It's that easy, you just push it in with your fingers. Okay, now we can go ahead and we can put this back on. We're going to put the sear back in, make sure it's like a ramp, like I'm saying, the tall part toward the rear, drop it down into there. And I messed the spring up this time. Wow. Guys, these little parts drive me crazy, and especially when I'm on, I don't know what, I guess it's just the nervousness of filming yourself. And that pops on just like that. And make sure the disconnector or this trigger bar is underneath this cam. Right here is so important. That's the whole thing. That's the whole ball of wax. Get this grip back on and get it tightened down, and that will hold everything in place. Not too many firearms actually use the grips as an integral part of the pistol, but this is one of them that does. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the recoil spring back in. Slides in right there. We're going to go ahead. We already got the firing pin down into the channel. Just going to simply slip the spring and the retainer, it is a retaining pin, back in. Now I'm hoping you're seeing this on camera. Make sure that goes in. You kind of want to get it started in the front first. I want to make sure the spring's where it's supposed to be. Kind of like that. Okay. and you got to keep it up in the back. Push this in, hold it in with your finger like that, and what you're going to do is you're going to take something, don't let it go, push it in at the same time, push down. That's it, just like that. And it's together. And we're going to go ahead and do a check. Check again, put the safety, let's rack it. Safety on, it will not fire. Safety off, it'll fire. And this safety right here is also a positive safety. It will keep the slide from going back, but it will not allow you to fire the round that's in the chamber. So there it is, it's back together. I hope you were able to see it a little bit better. I tried to bring the camera in closer, and I turned on an extra light. If you need a little bit more detailed help with this, please do not be afraid to get a hold of me and ask. Once again, to the gentleman that gave me the DVD player, man, I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much. Everybody out there who subs to me, thank you. There's just so many guys I could just keep listing. Everybody out there, thank you. Thank you to all my subs. God bless everybody, and good night.